Show. In this channel, you will be encouraged, you will be inspired, and most importantly, we will learn together, because you know what? We are better together. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kindly like this video, subscribe to it, and leave a sweet comment. So today, I want us to talk about pride and how much it affects our life. You know what the Bible says about pride? Pride comes before a fall. God hates pride, and that's why the Bible says uh, God desists the pride, but He gives grace to the humble. You know, because of the background we've come from, because of the sufferings we've had as we grew up, because of the cultural context, and all that kind of thing. So it's that urge. I want to be perceived as as valuable people, as famous people, as people have made it, as spotlights, as people would want to refer us. And because of that, we forget very fast where we've come from, our humble backgrounds. We grow horns because we attribute our current status to be because of our own efforts. And that's why the Bible says in Deuteronomy chapter 8, I think verse 17, that it is not about that power, that you think you're the one who has brought up that. Let's read Deuteronomy 8, 17. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 17 says, "You may say to yourself, my power and the strength of my hands have produced this wealth for me. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." It is that simple. Never ever should you ever forget that it is God who gave you the ability to become wealth. He is the creator of wealth. And we cannot assume anything. You remember when you used to go to school without shoes? Getting into those pit latches without shoes? Not having proper school uniform? You know, I'm sure you can relate to things that you went through when you were growing up. How families didn't want to associate with you because you had nothing. But see your life now. See God in your life. Yet you've forgotten so fast. You want to attribute all this to your PhD, to your learned parents. You want to attribute this to very irrelevant things. But you forget that it is about God, the giver of power and wealth. You know, justification of pride, most times, the greatest justification of pride is wealth and achievement. We forget very fast. I want us to change the gears. I want us to be people who relate our life with God. There's a song we used to sing a long time ago. I may not remember it very well, but I know how it kind of used to go. Attributing who you are to Jesus. By saying that it is about Him. It's about Jesus. Nothing about you. This is how it used to go. you. It's all about you, Jesus. It's all about you. It's all about you, Master. It's all about you. So when you have these PhDs, so when you have these good learned parents, when you have this beautiful family that everybody envies, when you have this big car that you drive in, I want you to change your story from today. It is about Jesus. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. So be singing this song this way. It's not about the vocals that you have. I'm not asking about vocals. I'm only asking about singing this song from deep your heart, pouring it to God, because it is nothing, absolutely nothing about you. So this is how you will be doing things differently. Anytime you see that family and you think that really this family of mine is doing well, say, my family, it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. It's all about you. My degree, it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. It's all about you. My new job, it's all about you. Ah, it's all about you, Jesus. It's all about you. This promotion, it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. It's all about you. Yes, it is all about Jesus. It is. It has nothing to do with you. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and you lift you up in His good, in His time, in His timing. He will make everything beautiful in your life, not about you, but about the giver. How many times, or should I flip this like this? Have you ever seen an humble person being criticized? Have you? Before an humble person gets to be criticized, a proud person will be finished. You know why? You do not know the basis at which you'll accuse an humble person. You have to think twice before coming to accuse an humble person, because they've not opened their windows and doors for people to get inside. They're humble. They're just humble. You've just gotten up one promotion in the office just the other day. You used to clean the church. You cannot clean that church anymore. It is not your work. Like, that is not your class anymore. You get into the church and you want people to move seats. You want them to move because you have come. You get into gatherings and you want people to, like, you want to feel to tell them to stop whatever they are doing because you've come. Let's humble yourselves, and in His time He will lift us up. It is about Jesus. It is all about the giver. Okay? It is nothing about us. And sometimes I find it very funny when people want to give testimonies in whichever programs. It could be in the church, in the office, whichever program. They want to give a testimony. But indeed, it's not a testimony. How do I call it? It's an announcement. It's something they want to pass on. Some information they want to pass on. They don't know how. They are putting it in form of a testimony. A testimony, my viewers, is something that is supposed to be for edification, not supposed to be something to see how, to make people see the statuses or what that kind of thing. It's not. It's for edification, and that's all. Haven't you heard people have been invited for a forum someplace and a conference somewhere, So people are coming in and coming in, and because you people have not seen how you landed, man, you want to make sure they know. So you come telling people it was about your plight, what. It is was nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, you landed long time ago, but you wanted to pass that point through to them. Let me ask you, my dear viewers, who cares? Who cares whether you came driving, whether you came crawling, or whether you came, or actually if you came, you flew in? Who cares? Nobody cares. But we are very, I don't know, shall we want people to know how we are making it in life. My viewers, there are people, category of people I call, uh, who become, in life, they become monuments. We call them, we call them what? Monuments. We become a monument referral. Let me just call it a monument referral. What do I mean by this? Have you seen in the village someone started a building and a project, or even in town, and that project never ended? Not because they didn't have money, but the job ended. If you are humble in such a situation, people will not talk about you. But if you are this kind of person who was all over the place, very proud, people will be talking about you. They'll be saying, this man didn't finish this project. Then people will tell you he lost his job. Then you start saying, and the way he used to be proud. You've come on guys, you've heard of these stories. People stop their cars and ask, wait a minute, isn't that son of so and so? Isn't that the girl of the daughter of who and so and so? People say, yeah. What happened to her? Or what happened to him? Why? Because last time I checked, he was driving a very heavy car. Last time I checked, he had this and that. But what happened to his life? It is very simple. The fall came after the pride. He lost his job because he went to that office and felt that he forgot that it was by the grace of God he was leading that team. So he took pride, and that is how they lost their job. Okay? So let us be careful on the things that we talk about. Let us never forget that it is God. Everything, whatever you are, it is about your maker. It is about God. Attribute it to him. Let's not be ignorant. Let's not be ignorant at all. Sorry. Hmm? The reason you are married, my sister, my brother, it's because God saw it worth for you to do that. So it doesn't warrant you to be to be to look down upon the people, the women who are not married, the single ladies. By the grace of God, you are there. That job you have, your neighbor is learned as you are. They don't have that same job. The grace of God is sufficient. Your time will come. Be humble. Wait upon God. He is faithful. He's a faithful master. In his timing, you make everything beautiful. So God bless you so much. Be humble. Fear God. He will see with you. Thank you so much.